It's trash. What is up, guys? Mechura here. Thank you guys so much for checking out this continuation for my unboxing here. So right now we're actually going to be doing a full review of the AirPods Pro. It's been a couple days since I've had these. I've been able to use them a little bit more, and I've been able to experiment with all the different features, settings, everything that the AirPod Pros really come with. I've done phone calls, I've recorded videos with the new AirPod Pros, I've used the wireless charging, noise canceling, transparency mode. I've used it all. So I think I'm really confident now to be able to talk to you guys about the review and do about the AirPod Pros and do a review on these guys here. So really quickly, right off the bat, let me just say that I am not a huge tech expert. I'm not a huge reviewer. As you see, this is something I'm still doing newly on my channel here. But I do want to be able to sort of just share my opinions on the pros and what I personally think about them. So we're going to be talking and we're going to be comparing these guys again with the regular AirPods. You see I have them here with the pros. We're going to talk about what I liked, what I disliked, overall views, and we're going to end off with who should actually buy this stuff here. That being said, let's get into the comparison and contrast of these two guys right here. So as you guys know, I have the original AirPod Pros, first generation, the first ones that ever came out, and I also have the AirPod Pros now. I've used them both a lot. I've used these, obviously, I use them all the time, going to school, commuting, everything. I know what I like about these. I know what I dislike about these. These guys right here, still, I'm still experimenting, but being a frequent user of AirPods, the first generation, I know what I should be expecting from the Pros and what I wanted more and how these compare to these guys, because these guys I believe cost about $160 and these cost about $250. So there's a huge $100 difference. Is it worth the $100 difference is the question here. So first thing we see is the case difference, as I showed in my unboxing video. Go check that out if you want more details. Obviously there is slanted now, a different way of having the case. The shape of the actual headphones are also different. So these are the Pros right here, and these are the regular guys right here. So we take a look, the actual design of the headphones are different. These look more like a toothpick. These guys look a lot more futuristic and a lot more cool. That being said, another thing too, sound wise, how they sound pretty much similar, and we'll get into that a little bit. Both sound really good. I feel like there's a little bit more bass in the Pros, but again, I'm not a huge music guy or like someone that really tells the difference between bass and treble and all that crazy stuff. So don't take my word for it, but from what my experience is, the sound of these is a little bit better. You can tell just a little bit. And I'm going on to features of these guys. So the Pros, again, like I said, the things that are different is that this is a wireless charging case. They have noise canceling and transparency mode. So noise canceling obviously cancel out this outside noise, and transparency mode is basically where it allows sounds to pass through as you're listening, and it picks up on different sounds, so it makes it easier for you to hear what's going on around you. Moving on, because those, we covered that already in another video. Things I like about the Pros now. We'll get these out of the way because who cares about the AirPods now. One thing, they sound really good. I like it. The bass on these things are insane. They really sound really good compared to the AirPods, the regular ones. These sound a lot better bass-wise, all that stuff. I've noticed a big difference in the bass and just the quality of the sound. Another thing I really like is the noise canceling and transparency mode. Again, this is sort of a like-dislike, because I thought noise canceling would be a lot better and I wouldn't hear absolutely anything, especially from what people were telling me. But it works really well. I still really like it, and it's a great way to sort of just cancel out a good majority of the outside noise, so you don't have to worry about getting interference, and you can really enjoy the music you're listening to or whatever you're doing. Another thing, this is really important to me, it has a solid microphone. It's a really good microphone that really has a huge quality difference between this and the regular AirPods. I noticed it right away, and me being obviously a content creator, I need a microphone that works, that I enjoy, that I can rely on, and that really is solid. So again, I really like the microphone on these guys. Another thing too is Siri activated, so you can just be like, hey Siri. I don't believe I had that with the AirPods, maybe I do, but these work a lot better. And another thing too, I really like the size. So as you can see, like the size of these guys is a lot better. It's a lot smaller, it's a lot more compact, So I really like that about the Pros. Now moving on to dislikes. So one thing I really dislike is that they're just average at everything they do. For the price tag of $250, you would think that they would be really good at everything, but they're really not. They're average at the wireless charging. The wireless charging is so weird for me because it doesn't always work, and I don't know. It feels like it's struggling to wirelessly charge. Another thing, noise canceling. You still hear a lot of background noise. You still hear a lot of noise. So it's not like they make it sound like it's some like you won't hear anything like it's awesome. You still hear sounds. So that's something again, it's average. Transparency mode, I actually like that. Sound wise, again, it's average. It works. It's a great headphones. They have great sound, but for $250, you can find headphones that sound a lot better than what you're getting here with the Pros. Another thing too, for me personally, they feel really loose. They don't stay in as well as AirPods. Maybe they're about the same, I want to say, but these guys I have to constantly keep readjusting. When they're readjusted though, they do feel really good. I have done the, before you guys ask, I have done the ear fit test. I've changed out from medium to small. I've tried different sizes here as well. So I've tried those things, but there's nothing feels like it fits really well, to the point where if I move around a lot, it does get loosened up, which I don't like. But again, when I push it back in, it's awesome. It fits for a while, but it's just annoying. Something that I was really hoping that it wouldn't be so loose, because that's the reason, one of the reasons why I got them in the first place. One thing I don't like about these is that they're really hard to actually take out. Like, you open this guy right here, you gotta sort of pinch it in the middle and forcefully sort of remove it and grab it here, instead of sort of being able to grab like the other ones with the rubber here. It's so slippery that it's making it hard for me to pick it up. This, I got better at it, I got used to it, but it really is hard for me to take it out compared to my other AirPods here that I could open up, pull out really quickly just like that. These feel like they take too long, and I don't know, it's getting better, so I am liking it a little bit more, but I just feel like it shouldn't be this hard to take out these headphones. So that's the things I didn't like. Again, they're really nitpicks. I mean, there's nothing fully wrong with the AirPod Pros that I absolutely hate and would never recommend anyone buying it. But overall, guys, like, if you're looking at these guys, they do what they're supposed to do. They for the price tag, it's a little too iffy, and I honestly would probably be disappointed if I paid $250 for these guys outright, because I mean, the sound, it really, difference between this and the AirPods is not much. Besides, if you just want noise canceling and transparency mode, like if you want those two things, go for the Pros. If you don't care for those two things, get the AirPods second generation, even maybe first generation off of someone. Get the second generation. I think they're about $170 or something like that. You save a lot of money, and they sound just as good, and they do just as much as the Pros without the huge insane price tag. So if you like that, if you like the toothpick style of it, if you don't like the suction cup ear tips that they use, definitely go with the AirPods regular ones. If you really just want the best of the best, go with the Pros. So finally, we're gonna go as to who should be buying these things. So first, if you have a lot of money to spend, go for it. Buy the Pros. I mean, definitely they're still worth it, but if you have a lot of money, go for it. If you like AirPods, if you really like using AirPods and you use them a lot, you might want to consider Pros, right? Especially if you really like using noise canceling stuff, go for the Pros. If you need an upgrade, so let's say if this guy broke, I was planning on getting the Pros. So if you have a good pair, don't upgrade. There's no point in upgrading. But if you need to because it's broken or it's been super old, damaged up, then you might consider going for the Pros. And lastly, if you like Apple, if you really like what Apple does, I would go with the Pros as well. But again, this is such a niche market for many people because it's so expensive, and you can find amazing other headphones for the same price and lower than you would for the Pros. So I honestly can't recommend it for many people unless you really want to get it and you really like what Apple does. You like the noise canceling idea, you want to use it for a more practical sense of noise canceling, and you travel a lot when there's a lot of sound around you and you really want to be able to listen to music at a lower volume and have noise canceling instead of listening to the highest volume, hurting your ears in the process because you can't hear over the background noise. That's the one time these guys really come in handy. That being said though, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did as well. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe to this video. And if you haven't already, guys, what are you doing? Share this video with your friends and family. Let's help this channel, help me grow this channel to get 100 subscribers in the next couple of months here. Let's really aim for that goal. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I know it's more technical than what I usually do. It's more of a talking about the pros and stuff like that. It's not as much comedic, but that being said, it's something that I want to do and try out. So let me know what you guys thought about this review. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in another one of my videos. Peace out.